or know someone who does, who's tried everything and it still is not feeling better, this may be the information you need, so listen up. Triwest Research Associates has some clinical trials that can really change lives. This latest one we're talking about is for those living with lupus, and we have three guests with us this morning. Hakeem Mohammed is the co-founder and CEO of Triwest Research Associates. He's here with Marisol Pena, a research associate with Triwest, and then we have a patient, Cindy Sawyer, a participant in this clinical research study who really has made such a difference in her life. So we want to get to a lot of information, but first, Hakeem, let's talk about Triwest Research Associates, what it does and what sort of clinical trials.
Well, Triwest Research Associate is basically a clinical research with multi-specialty, and we conduct clinical trials from lupus, gout, diabetes, hypertension, and a variety of studies, really.
Okay, and they've made some huge differences in people's lives. And we're going to get to Cindy in just a minute, but Marisol, this is a big study on lupus. Tell me about it.
Yes. So it's actually a 4-year trial. The first part, we do have a 33% chance of getting placebo. But after that, we put you in the extension program, which is 4 years of treatment.
Okay, and Cindy, you went through this. How did you hear about it?
I saw an ad for a lupus study, and it just came at a time when I was feeling particularly poor. The medication and treatment choices are not as great. So I looked into it. I called, and Marisol called me back and did the interview, and then I went in to see if I qualified. And I did. That was 2 years this month, so I have been in the basic study for a year, and then last August I started the 4-year extension. The first year I didn't know if I had the drug. I think I did. I had a burst of energy. My hair didn't fall out. My rash went away. I was able to go grocery shopping and cook dinner on the same day. That's huge. That's really huge. So, you know, it's not a cure, but it's a help. And as long as I can feel good and not have side effects, it's a win-win situation because they can learn from me and I feel better.
Let's talk about, I want to get back to you too, to talk about kind of the before and the after, but Marisol, what is lupus? How many people does it affect?
It affects a lot of people. It does affect your immune system. A lot of people don't know they have it until they end up in the hospital. So there are a few treatments. They are expensive. So we do offer another option for patients whose insurance don't cover the medication. Co-payments are really high. Or for patients who are seeking a new treatment.
Okay, and Hakeem, this is near Grossmont Hospital in El Cajon. This is a state-of-the-art facility. Now, this really, you have been with this place, you know, started this place. What differences have you seen in people's lives in general, if they take part, if they're interested? Maybe they don't have lupus, but something else.
Well, like Cindy's story, it's one of many success stories that, we are sharing with you guys. I mean, we've had people who fail in other treatments, and when they participate in research, then they see basically the light at the end of the tunnel, and their life just completely changed, and so forth. And we're so proud to bring, like I said, one of many, many success stories.
And now, Cindy, let's talk about before. What was your life like before? By the time you approached them, and you didn't know what was going to happen or if it was going to work, what was it like compared to now? Well,
I was feeling poorly. When I say that, it means it's like waking up every day thinking you have the flu. And it's really hard to get through a day like that with kids and working. And I've been diagnosed 20 years. Not a lot's changed. And then I came across a letter from my aunt who passed away with lupus years ago. She wrote it in 1967 talking about this crazy disease called systemic lupus, and it was terminal then. And the drugs that she talked about, prednisone and steroids, it's no different. It's no different now. So here all this time, and when I was diagnosed 20 years ago, the prognosis was 10 years or more of life. So we're getting better, but there's still not specific drugs for lupus.
And you feel very different these days?
I feel different. I feel better at times. I have some secondary illnesses that are still a little bit active, but it's much better than I felt. Much better without the harsh drugs.
Okay, now Marisol, how can people qualify?
They can call us. We do a pre-screening over the phone. They do have to meet specific criteria. We give them all the information. We do have a website, so they can email us as well.
Okay,
and then
well,
we take it from there.
All three of you, thank you so much for coming in and talking about it. We appreciate it, and we hope that people who are listening who might have some kind of an ailment and they just don't know what else to do, that they can give you a call.
Thank you, Linda.
I know there's a wide range of people that can qualify for these
Yes.
studies. All right. Go to san diego6.com and click San Diego Living for more information.